Hey, it's a great figure man here with the second Dragon Ball calendar behind the scenes video. Today I shall be making the photo to be used in the January 2021 calendar. Because December was Christmas themed, I figured for Jan I should go with a New Year's theme. Though since New Year's is such a wide theme and it changes from country to country, etc. for what you do and what you celebrate and where you celebrate. It kind of took me a while to figure out what I should do. I kind of had a few ideas, kind of thought about it. I've decided to go with a Japanese shrine theme. That's why I've got the stage and some little decorations here. In Japan, it's customary to visit your local shrine in the new year. And another celebratory event is cracking open giant barrels of sake, like these ones here, to share. So you crack it open, then you pour from this into little wooden square cups. So the plan is to use the awesome Dragon Stars Budokai stage as the substitute for a shrine, because, well, martial artists, I guess your one and only true shrine is your dojo where you battle and fight, so I feel like this is going to be an awesome replacement for your general local shrine. And then we're going to use Kid, Goku, Krillin, have them cracking open a barrel of sake each. And I've got a couple of little small bamboo New Year's decorations. Now these things you see like scattered everywhere in Japan in front of shops, at shrines, temples, so it's a really good fitting item for the New Year's theme. And it will tie in well with the stage and the sake barrels as well. So anyway, enough about the chit chat and the explanation. Let's just crack this stuff open, set up, and start taking some photos. Okay, so I've got the stage set up here. Man, this looks awesome. It's actually really cheap as well. I think it's like $25 US roughly. If you live in the US, you can pick up on like Amazon and get free shipping. If you live overseas, you can use Big Bad Toy Store. That's what I used to get it. It doesn't scale 100% with the Figuarts, but it's pretty close. At least it should be good for photos like this. One cool thing is you can take the part of the stage off and replace it one that's got the broken tiles, and the back part here comes off as well, so you can get a damaged stage look. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Works really well for the displays. And if you're wondering if it fits in a DTOF, yes and no. Without the roof parts, it will fit in. Just fits in from the sides here. Unfortunately, the back parts on the roof here is too wide for it to fit into a DTOF. But one of the guys in the Discord channel, there's a link below in the description if you're not already a member. He edited it. I think he just cut the sides off or filed it down to fit in. He's got some photos there. So if you jump in, I think his user was Spirit saying, might have been him. But if you jump in the Figuarts photo section, you'll be able to find a photo in there. It looks really good in a DTOF actually, so it's worth, if you've got the extra space or room, it's worth picking up one and kind of hacking it up to fit in. Anyway, moving on, we've got this set up, so I'm going to get the Krillin and Goku out, then we'll start placing them on the stage and working out position and exactly what we want them doing in the photo. Okay, so I've got the base setup all sorted now. For the background, just using a blue anime sky wallpaper I found in Google and just printed it off twice on A3. In hindsight, it might have been good to have another two just to extend it down lower and a bit higher. But I don't know, they can be easily fixed in Photoshop afterwards if need be. The idea I'm having is going to be a close-up shot, kind of looking upwards a little bit, with Goku and Krillin over their sake barrel, breaking it. I'm thinking maybe have Krillin using the hammer, which you meant to use to break it, and then have Goku holding his power pole, maybe jumping in the air, coming down to smash it open. So since we've got two barrels, I think one open, one closed, just so there's a little bit of a contrast and shows a bit more fluidity in the image, hopefully. For the decorations, I'm going to place them at the back. They've got some suction cups on them, so I might actually cut those off, just so they're not in the way. But before we can get everything in position for taking photos, need to change some hands on these guys. Seems Goku's already got his power pole hands on, so that's good. We just need to change Krillin's to some that can hold a hammer. So let's change those now. For Krillin, I'm just going to use his two hands that he's got for doing his Kamehameha. I figure that should work pretty good for holding the hammer. Just going to place it in like that with a little bit of blue tack. That should hold it in place, and as long as we angle it right and don't use too much, you shouldn't be able to see it. So let's pop these hands off. Okay, so for Goku we want him holding his pole and jumping up, and have him just smashing the casket open. So I guess for having him in the position we'll need a stand as well, so prep a stand, get his pole in his hands, and then he should be good to go. Okay, so I've got Krillin and Goku in their base positions now. Just all I did was put Goku on a stand, put his power pole on, adjust his legs a little bit and go in position. So where I'm going to set it up now is going to have the one closed barrel casket of sake with Krillin there ready to smack it open, and Goku's already jumped up like his zealous self and smashed it with his pole instead of a hammer. Might just put the hammer off to the side, just a little bit extra detail there. One thing I need to do is remove those suction cups. Let's do it now. Scissors. There we go. Yeah, that looks a bit better. The next step is to figure out what to do with these little parts. These are the pieces that make up the barrel top. So I'm thinking maybe if Goku smashed them, these should be flying up a little bit. So I might use some toothpicks and some blue tack to stick them on. Have them flying up. Okay, so I've just got the two lids of the barrel sitting on top here. I've got the third one on a separate toothpick. What I might do is take a couple of photos with it close and then a couple with it flying off, and then just use Photoshop to remove the toothpick. Hopefully they'll give it a little bit more of a dynamic look. What I'm going to do next is just play around with Krillin's pose a little bit, adjust it, see if we can get it looking a little bit more natural, and then we should be good to take a couple of test photos. Okay, so I've got Krillin and Goku and the sake barrels in the position that I want. The blue sky is looking nice in the background. The photo I'm going to do is a shot from down below, looking up, with starting from the stage and focusing on Goku and Krillin. I'm going to use a f3.2 aperture for the first photo. I don't want the stage, or especially the sky, to be in focus. I just want to be focusing on the barrels and Goku and Krillin. To do this, I'm going to need to take probably 3 photos. One on the barrels, one on Krillin, one on Goku. And then I will do a 4th photo. Still focus on Goku, but I'll remove him, take a photo. That will give me the matching photo for the background that I can use to Photoshop out the stand for Goku. From the angle that I'm using, you can't really see the stand on Goku, which is good. Trying to block it with his arm and pole as much as possible. Don't really want to have to Photoshop out the part going around his waist and belt if I have to. Thankfully, if there's a part there, it's going to be small. It shouldn't really be noticeable. But for now, we're going to take the 3 key photos, and I also need to do 1 extra photo for this part flying off. Not really sure where I want it, if it's close or kind of further away. I might end up blocking Goku's lead, which might not look too good, so might just stick closer and one off to the side over here. But first, get a couple of key photos. Okay, so I've taken a few photos which I think look pretty cool. While I was taking them, I remembered I also had this Happy New Year block of wood. So I took this out and placed it in next to the barrels for a couple of the photos. I think it'd be quite cool to have that in there as well to really drive home the New Year theme. Okay, so the next step is going to take the 1, 2, 3, 4 to 5 photos onto the computer and merge them all in Photoshop. Okay, welcome to the editing process. I've actually just sped this up just to keep this video a bit more concise. There's a little bit of the editing at the end of this video, so be sure to stay till the end. If you do want to see the process in real time, I'm going to upload that as a separate video. It'll probably be around about 35-40 minutes long, so it's decently long, so that's why I'm having it as a separate video. So for now, just sit back, relax, enjoy the sped up run of editing. If you have any questions, please just ask me in the comments below. Thank you very much. So I was looking at the photo and it looks basically finished. I kind of thought, you know, he's kind of missing a little something from around the barrel here. If you smash it open, there should be some water flying up. So I just went onto Google and did a quick search of water splash PNG. Found this image here which looks pretty good. Kind of blue colors, got the transparent areas. So it's going to copy this, paste it in on a new layer, and it's obviously way too big, so I'm just going to resize it down. So let's show transform controls, bring it down. Looking at this, I think I just probably want this one splash here. So let's get it into rough size font. I think something like that should be pretty cool. I can zoom in and then mask the layer, get the paintbrush and just paint away the areas that we don't want. Yeah, that's looking pretty cool. Might be a bit too bright, so I'm just going to select the overlay type, maybe screen. Yeah, screen's pretty cool. Drop the opacity down just a little bit. Yeah, now it looks like it's a nice clear liquid just splashing up from the casket because Goku's smashed it too hard. So without and with, it's pretty cool. 1, 2 spots down here, that should be fine. Get rid of those two. There we go. I like that. Okay, so this brings us to the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed watching the behind the scenes tutorial making of the January calendar photo. Stay tuned for the February photo. Not sure what we're going to do yet, but since it's February, maybe something Valentine's related. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and have a Happy New Year.